Hoffman?
Yes.
So let's go right, no one objects, we'll go right into the next meeting. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Here.
Mr. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Condit?
Here.
Mr. Molina,
Here.
Mr. Silverston?
Here.
Mr. Walter?
I'm here still.
Approval of meeting minutes for April 28th, 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes. And acceptance of financial reports.
Move to accept financial reports.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes. Any amendments to the agenda?
I have none.
Comments from the public, 30 minutes maximum time, 5 minutes per person. Please state your name and address. Comments? Yes.
I just have a question. I noticed a sign up by the drug mart parking lot that they're now doing out parcels, which
Mhm.
means are they gonna have to rent those buildings or getting buildings sitting there for another 5-6 years?
No, no, the reason those signs went up, those parcels were always there to rent, but now with the progress going on in the plaza, the owner of the plaza decided to get signs back up, because there are tenants waiting for the rec center to go in, where they wanna come in then and bring their businesses.
And I'm sorry, I didn't say my name or anything.
Just
Lynn
so you know.
Radecki, 2992 Curtis Cove.
Didn't even know.
Okay, I don't wanna see
No,
a
this,
bunch of emptiness up
that
there
was,
again,
that was
you know?
originally planned, there's the out parcels out near the roundabout,
Mhm.
and then coming down Glenwood, there's out parcels behind, kind of behind Drug Mart, or be between those homes,
The senior
the
center
senior
type
center
thing,
and
yeah.
Drug Mart. There's green space in there also.
Okay, so you're telling me they will be filled?
Well, it won't be
You're
filled.
telling me they will be
Yeah, they're not
filled.
gonna build them
They're
until
not
they
gonna build until they have
Until they-
tenants.
okay.
Yeah, he's
Not
not
like
building
the
on
others.
speculation.
Yeah, okay.
But the reason he put the sign up in anticipation, but there are tenants that, he does have tenants that are waiting for the
Okay.
rec center, so that
I would
they,
think if he had tenants, he wouldn't need a sign.
but he may not fill an entire
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
You know, it may be for businesses within a building, he's got 2 going in there. He's not giving us any information,
Okay,
but there are tenants that wanna come in.
good enough.
Anyone else?
There's probably a sports medicine, at least one massage parlor.
Al Williams, 10589 Florida Street. I'm curious if you've checked to see if there are smaller bins available?
Yes.
Because we have seen smaller ones along the road in Hudson.
The way that will work is, once the bins are delivered, everyone will get the large trash, the smaller recycle, then if you want the smaller bin, they will change it out for you. But the smaller bins, the same size as the recycle, will be available for everyone that wants them. But they will deliver what you see out in the hallway initially.
When's the delivery? Has it been planned yet?
No. They're not gonna order them until we pass it. Because we can start the contract early, we don't have to wait for January 1st, and until I get that's why I asked that this be tabled for 2 meetings, and, but we'll get it all worked out.
And then I have one more question. The rate stays the same in 216 that it is for 215? And then it
I
starts
believe
going
so.
up.
It was 1% and then 2%, I think.
Right. It's here, this.
You need a bigger file.
Can I go over with you? I know
It's gonna be $13.83 a month.
It's on the box.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Oh,
No, 16's, there's no increase.
1%, 17, 2%.
1% 17, 2% 18, 2% 19, 3% 20.
Okay.
1/1/16 to 12/31/16, there's no change.
Mary Williams, 10589 Florida Street. I hate to be a complainer, but the ditch running from California behind everyone's homes on Florida down to the big, it's all overgrown, built up with grass. In some places, it's really high. I mean, it's silt that's built, that's filled in there, and then grass is growing across to where there's hardly no depth at all in some spots. And it's been fine so far, but if we get a deluge of rain for
Yeah.
days, it could really,
I will get that to Mr. Scafidi. So
and it's mostly in the section going up from California coming down, just before our house, and then on further down, there's a couple spots.
Okay. Thank you, Mary.
We have the swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
We have the swimming
Oh,
pool.
that's the wind blew that, that's children's swimming pool is in the ditch now, but it was real windy today, so I'm sure.
Otherwise it'll float down next rain.
It'll be a raft.
Right, it doesn't float well, nothing moves.
Deborah?
Am I permitted to ask a question about a resolution during this time? Or do I have to?
During the resolution, it's on the agenda,
Yes.
you can ask it then, or you can ask it now, it's up to you.
Go ahead.
Okay. As you were discussing the resignation and then the hiring of the lieutenants, my question is, can you have 4 lieutenants at the same, paying 4 lieutenants at the same time? Is there legislation?
That probably is in the codified ordinances, usually they, in the first section or the second section, they'll have, that the department consists of so many or so many firefighters, and so many officers, so you'd have to refer to that.
So should we pass them both by emergency though, just so they?
Well,
I
but
believe
when
that
they
it's-
take,
I believe it is, but I can believe that.
I mean,
Nix takes effect June 1st, so I'm assuming if they have to
they're
wait.
almost going to,
Neither need to be passed by
June 1st is
emergency
the date on both of them,
Right.
right?
They're both
Yeah,
June first.
They're both effective June 1st, so the fact that one is
There's
on
no
for a
overlap.
second reading is not going to affect that.
anyone else? We'll move on to legislation. Okay, we have resolution, tabled resolution 18/2015, a resolution to award the 2015 annual HVAC preventive maintenance contract to DeMarco and Associates LLC and declaring an emergency, 3rd reading.
Move to bring back to the table.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. Carlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Substan?
Yes.
Move to pass.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Carlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Substan?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 28/2015, a resolution to accept the bid of Kimball Companies for refuse removal service commencing January 1st, 2016 through December 31st, 2020, 3rd reading.
We need to do 16.
Go ahead.
Move to table. I'll second.
Roll call on tabling resolution 28.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Substan?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. Carlo?
Yes.
Ordinance 16/2015, an ordinance to transfer $14,400 from the general fund 1,000 to the street dedication fund 3301, declaring an emergency, 1st reading. Resolution 31/2015, a resolution accepting the resignation of Nick Shurko from the Village of Reminderville Fire Department effective June 1st, 2015, 1st reading. Resolution 32/2015, a resolution appointing Benny Jones Jr. to the position of Fire Lieutenant and declaring an emergency, 1st reading.
Move to pass that.
That one, yes.
Yeah, move to suspend the rules and pass by emergency.
Second.
Roll call on suspension of rules.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Sotherton?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes,
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
move to pass by emergency.
Second?
Roll call on emergency passage.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Sotherton?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes,
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Resolution 33, 2015, a resolution authorizing a $2,000 donation to the City of Twinsburg Recreation Department for the Rockville Park event and declaring an emergency. First reading.
I have a question on that. If I recall correctly, and I could be wrong about this, but I don't think so. Non-residents pay a different fee than residents over there. Is that correct?
Not for Rockville Park events.
I thought they did.
I don't think they do.
I
I think there's there's different types of admission.
Yeah, there's the priority where you get down front, you can get the one where you actually get the hors d'oeuvres and cocktails.
But
But no, I mean, they don't have to.
general admission,
Okay.
What is that? What is it?
there's concerts.
Yeah.
There's 6 or 8 events
Yeah,
this
what's
year.
the first one?
Michael Stanley Band.
That's the big one.
Really?
I was just wondering if you see it because.
Yeah, this,
Yes.
we should, yeah.
Big orchestra on the 3rd of July. Such a big thing.
Really, Michael Stanley's coming? Sweet.
Move to suspend the rules and pass.
Second?
Roll call on suspension of rules.
Mr. Sotherton?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes,
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
move to pass by emergency.
Second?
Roll call on emergency passage.
Mr. Walter?
Yes,
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Sotherton?
Yes.
Resolution 34, 2015, a resolution appointing Scott Ailman to the Long-Term Community Development Committee, first reading.
move to suspend the rules and pass by emergency.
Second?
Roll call on suspension of rules.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Sotherton?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes, move to pass by emergency.
Second?
Roll call on emergency passage.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Sotherton?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes,
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Old business?
I have no.
I think all of you received a copy of the Rotary Club notice in regards to the event that we helped sponsor about a month ago or 6 weeks ago with the Masquerade Ball. And I think it was really interesting that they got more funding than they expected. They used that money to buy an emergency box that was sent to Nepal. Some news organizations caught wind of what they did, and they ended up getting a matching fund, so they're sending 2 emergency boxes to Nepal. But I think it was a nice story, because if you remember seeing the video on how much the kids appreciated the fact that so many community organizations supported them, and then they carried through like that. I think that really says good things about those kids.
Agree, true. Thank you all. Any other old business? New business? New business.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Roll call on adjournment.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Sotherton?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
If you haven't heard the score already, it's
It's 3 to 2.